As the curtain closes on Kaizer Chiefs' preseason tour to Europe, the reigning Nedbank Cup champions will turn their attention to this weekend's Toyota Cup clash against Ghanaian giants Asante Kotoko. Hello and welcome to Soccer Betting News. I'm your host Deshaj, and joining me in studio today is European football analyst Nigel Naicker.
Great to be here, Desh. Great to see Chiefs go away on preseason to Europe and return now in a big preseason cup game against Asante Kotoko in this Toyota Cup.
Well, yeah, Nigel, let's actually discuss Kaizer Chiefs' preseason escapade in the Netherlands. How do you dress up those 4 defeats across those 5 matches?
I think it's difficult to you do try not to read too much into preseason results. I think it's more about getting minutes in the legs, being able to tinker with your team as a coach with Nabi. A lot of new additions coming in, so I think it's more of a learning experience for him.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned those new additions in the team, because there's a host of new Kaizer Chiefs players. You look at the likes of Ethan Chislett, Siphesihle Ndlovu, Flavio Silva, and Kaniso Shinga. I mean, what have you made about the current crop of Amakosi players?
Yeah, I think some great additions there, in my opinion. A lot of depth it will add to the Amakosi team. They're in African continental action as well this season, so they'll need players to call upon. And especially some of the names you named there, Paseka Mako and Siphesihle Ndlovu, 2 top players in my opinion. I think Ndlovu can do great, revive his career, in fact, at Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah. Well, at the time of recording, Kaizer Chiefs are heavily linked with Mamelodi Sundowns forward Itiosa Igadora. Now, we know the former Amazulu striker, of course, played his trade in the PSL with 5 goals to his name. Do you think he's going to be the missing piece in this Kaizer Chiefs outfit?
I think if you're an Amakosi fan, you would hope so. But for me, I don't think he's the answer to their problems. Look, let's not slate him. He can run the channels. He's a hard worker, pace. But I think 5 goals is not the greatest return. And can you don the jersey for Amakosi, the number 9 jersey? And it's a lot of pressure. So I don't think, in my opinion, let's not slate him. But yeah, I think they should target something even bigger.
Yeah. Well, there actually are a number of free agents on the market right now. You look at the likes of Peter Shalulile, who, I mean, we don't need to go too deep there, but you look at his Sundowns teammates as well, the likes of Lebo Mabu, as well as Rivaldo Kutsia. Surely Chiefs should prioritize those trio.
No doubt, I think it could add to the spine of the team. Rivaldo Kutsia, 150 PSL appearances, seasoned international academy graduate from Ajax, and then went to Sundowns in their glory days as well. The past 5 years, won everything with him. So I think Mabue as well had a really good spell at Sundowns after breaking out at Maritzburg. So I think these are 2 top players, and Shasha, of course. Look, if they need goals, and this Chiefs team really are crying out for it. Last season they struggled a bit. I think Shasha is definitely the answer.
Yeah. Well, they are going to go this season without their club captain, Yusuf Mart. Now, we know that Mart has penned a deal with Austrian Bundesliga outfit SV Ried and is going to play no part in the Amakosi colours for the foreseeable future. How big of a miss is he going to be for Kaizer Chiefs?
I think he'll be a massive miss. I know he split opinion among the Amakosi faithful, but honestly, I think the work rate was there. Every time he donned the jersey, you saw he wanted to play for the club, and some vital goals in there in his career, cup winners, last-minute goals, Soweto Derby goals. Yeah. So I think hence why they should even push more for Rivaldo Kutsia to replace that kind of leadership and captaincy that is missing now with Mart.
Yeah, and one of those big decisions that Nazarin Nabi made when he came to Kaizer Chiefs was awarding that captain's armband to Yusuf Mart. Do you think it's going to fall maybe to the vice captain in Ignacio Miguel, or can you see somebody else donning the armband?
I think the easy decision would be to give it to Miguel. He's a leader at the back, dictates from the back, talks a lot. But yeah, I think he would be the number 1 candidate in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, of course, looking at this weekend's opponents then, the Ghanaian heavyweights, Asante Kotoko. I believe they've got 24 league titles to their name already. I mean, that's no easy feat.
No doubt, and they could have made it 25 this past season. Dramatic finish to the Ghanaian Premier League, and they just lost out on the final day. So I think it's going to be a tough task for this Kaizer Chiefs team to overcome them in this Toyota Cup.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's an improvement from last season's show in the Toyota Cup, where Chiefs were humbled 4-0 by Young Africans. Can you see a repeat of that scoreline this weekend?
Yeah, the Tanzanian Giants really put them to the sword in the first ever Toyota Cup. So I think Chiefs on home soil, they would want to turn things around in the second, get some pride going, especially to motivate the team and get the mood inside the camp a bit high heading into the next season.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because they're going to need all the help they could get. They kickstart their Betway Premiership campaign with a tricky tie against Stellenbosch, and then they've got scheduled appointments with the likes of Polokwane City, Richards Bay, Mamelodi Sundowns, and then Golden Arrows. I mean, where do you even begin?
Talk about a tough start for Nabi. I think after the last season's heroics with the Nedbank Cup, he wanted to hit the ground running, but these are five tough fixtures to navigate with at the start. Stellenbosch pooped for third position on the final day of the season, and in Europe, African continental action. So that will be a difficult game.
Yeah. And the likes of Golden Arrows as well, who I think did the double over Chiefs last season. Sundowns, we don't even have to begin to unpack that one. But then a tricky tie against, Richards Bay as well.
100%. I think Richards Bay cruised past them 2-0 last season, and also put them for their top 8 position late on in the season. So I think... Look, Chiefs got their work cut out for them in the first 5. The 5th one is Rise and Shine as well. Took 4 points off them last season. So, look, Nabi, I think he wants to start the season quickly and fast. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Well, I have one hope for a goal-laden fixture this weekend in the Toyota Cup final between Kaizer Chiefs and Asante Kotoko. Which way is this one going?
Look, I think it wasn't promising in pre-season, but I think they turn it around, especially heading into the season. I think home ground advantage, I think Nabi gets them over the line, 2-1 Kaizer Chiefs.
All right. Well, football fans, you've heard it right here from European football analyst Nigel Naicker calling a win for Kaizer Chiefs. We're going to have to wait and see how his predictions play out. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. From all of us in studio, thanks and goodbye.
Cheers.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest edition of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.